family particularly knew that she was a lesbian. Jay-Z said my mama had 4 kids, but she was a lesbian. She had to pretend so long that she was a lesbian. Had to hide in the closet, so she medicated. Society shame when the pain was too much to take. Cried tears of joy when you fell in love. Don't matter to me if it's a him or a her. So I thought that was a very great position to take, especially in hip-hop. In the type of figure that Jay-Z is, and to come out and stand beside his mother and behind his mother in her sexuality, because the margin is moving, the society is moving, and not worry about backlash or what people are going to say or being the butt end of jokes, because you know it's coming. You know it's coming, because you got some ignorant people out here. Well, I just want to talk for a minute about Gloria Carter finally getting over the need to be validated.
Okay, back to my original thing where I said in the beginning, I've discovered that about happiness. They said according to studies, they said your happiness level depends on 50% genetics, 10% circumstances, and the other 40% is in your hand. That's called your intentional activities. So if 50% of your happiness has already been determined by your genetics, that's a large piece of being validated right there, because the people in your past did not validate who you're trying to be. So you're fighting with them. You fight with all these other genetics in you, and you got that other 40 in your hand, those intentional activities, and you got the 10% circumstances you're fighting with as well. So I discovered the other night, it's deeper than the validation piece. We fighting against genetics and all this other crap, that 50% right there. And that's a large piece to fight with, and you fighting against that tradition. And you, matter of fact, you talking about some, I heard a man say, we talking about some Jesus in your blood. Now, grandmama, Medea, and Uncle John, and all them in your blood.
Well, I'm going to argue with that one.
Go ahead.
I went back and I listened to an interview that we had 2 years ago on the studios, March 21st, 2015. We had Dr. Daniel Black in the studio. And we talked about this very topic right here, validation. And I wish you could listen, because you said some things about yourself, also peeling back your veil and coming out, and how much better you feel now since that you did those things and not being held in the closet. So this is our last break, and I got to refresh this young man.
It's time to go. So I was fighting against them 50%.
I understand it.
That's what I'm talking about.
But I'm going to hope you when we come back.
That's the 50 you got to fight against.
I'm going to tell you why you fight. We'll be right back. This is the Unleashed Voice Radio Show for the LGBTQ community on 107, FM 107.9 and AM 990. We'll be right back. Hey, tell your friends to call in and tune in and get in on this conversation.
Happy Essence Fest.
Go ahead.
I had y'all early in the morning.
I picked the magic stick. I went way back. I got the magic stick.
I work the minute. I speed it up. Straight it up. And I ain't even know about the sound.
I got the magic stick.
In Memphis, condoms are free from Planned Parenthood and their friends all over town.
Nothing sexier than free. So check out freecondomsmemphis.org and get some.
Let's talk about sex. Let's talk about sex.
Want to talk about sex? Talk about condoms at freecondomsmemphis.org. Get some before you get some. freecondomsmemphis.org.
Let's talk about sex.
You didn't hear him?
This is the city. This is their story. Some names have been changed, and so many lives have been changed too. They're going to give you the facts, just the facts. Some call this a city of crime. When they're done, it's going to be the city that cares a lot. This is the city, Memphis, Tennessee, where fearless, inspired, on fire, hungry rabble of revolutionaries has transformed hearts and minds. Not with weapons, but with their own brand of compassion, integrity,
I've been
and hard work.
drinking.
All they're asking is for you to join their movement. It's easy to join with a donation of $20, $50, or $100. And it's all for the nonprofit organization Relationships Unleashed. With this donation, you will help enhance the 3 core principles of education, empowerment, and enrichment to the LGBTQ community and its allies. Go to www.relationshipunleashed.com on the World Wide Web, relationshipunleashed.com. All donations are tax deductible. Come on, join the movement. By the way, I don't need a badge or a gun. I carry a microphone, bub.
Go get tested for HIV/AIDS because HIV/AIDS has become the 3rd leading cause of death among African Americans between the ages of 25 and 34. Even more surprising is the fact that this disease has become the leading cause of death for African American women between the ages of 25 and 34. The spread of HIV/AIDS is the single greatest health crisis currently confronting African Americans.
Join the Cathedral Praise Church of Memphis Incorporated each Sunday at 12:30 p.m. for our Spirit-filled worship service and each Wednesday at 6:30 p.m. for our Bible study. You do not want to miss these power-packed services. We are a church for all people, and we welcome you as we transform the Memphis culture. The church is located inside Bunn Presbyterian Church at 561 South Prescott Street, Memphis, Tennessee. I'm Dr. Darnell Goose Jr., Senior Pastor of the Cathedral Praise Church of Memphis Incorporated, and I hope to see you there.
Choices is a non-profit sexual health clinic in Midtown Memphis. We accept TennCare and offer patient assistance to help pay for needed services. Choices is proud to provide comprehensive reproductive health services in an LGBTQ-affirming environment. We offer a wide range of services, such as general wellness, fertility assistance, STI testing and treatment, reproductive health services for people living with HIV, including PrEP and PEP, birth control, Gardasil vaccinations, abortion services, miscarriage management, and services for trans and gender non-conforming people, including hormone replacement therapy. Everybody needs choices.
Last commercial.
Dear HIV. I may have gotten you.
But you will never, ever get the best of me.
I take charge of my health.
I take my HIV meds every day.
I don't just live with you. I live well with you.
HIV treatment works.
Get in care.
Stay in care.
One.
Strange word. Mama told me not to say a word. Mama 17, 5, same color t-shirt, white. Mama told me not to say a word. Mama 17, 5, same color t-shirt.
And we're back. This is the Unleashed Voice Radio Show live on FM 107.9 and AM 990 Talk Radio. Shout out to the King of Memphis, Yo Gotti, for a great concert.
Yeah.
So shout out to Yo Gotti. Great job. I don't know you personally. I've mentioned before several times. I've seen you, but great job. Shout out to Yo Gotti. And in the words of Jay-Z, he said, you want to know what's more important than throwing money at the strip club? Credit. That's from the book of Jay-Z. Don't forget about the Unleashed Voice magazine coming out next week. The Pride edition is coming out on next week. The Unleashed Voice magazine, July, August edition. Get your copies. Follow us on www.tuvmag.com. We on Instagram, we on Twitter, we on Facebook. Follow us. Relationship Unleashed, July the 31st. We're going to be at number 2 Vans. Register at www.relationshipunleashed.com. What else? And Sean's workshop on
July the 15th.
Mm-hmm.
At number 2 Vans, 325 Wagner from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. Bling it on with Sean. Bling, B-L-I-N-G. Customizing Converse kicks. Got a class going to teach you how to do it, so you can be your own little crafty person.
She gonna customize bling some Daisy Dukes.
Bring them. She'll bling them.
Daisy Dukes bling with the bling going down the legs.
So you know what's so interesting about this particular album? I heard a lot of critics. I've seen a lot of arguing on Facebook. You know, you have the hip hop people that think they own hip hop, and nobody understands hip hop with them, and you know they just a hip hop connoisseur. Get on somewhere. So, it's like his maturity is finally caught up with his age. So, boy is 47. A lot of people don't understand it. He's 10 years older than Beyonce. So, his mind.
And he's worth $810 million.
Yeah, his mind you know, his mind has finally caught up with his age, and it's showing in his maturity, and he understands that he got to get out the way from these little young rappers and also take it to another level and use his position to be a social influencer with people that listen to him. Hopefully they'll listen to him and understand the longevity of this business. Because you could be a one-hit wonder, and in 10 years nobody will really know you, and you be sleeping on the street picking up candy.
That's why he said financial freedom is my only hope. Forget living rich and dying broke.
Yes. So we were in a discussion about Gloria Carter, as Jay-Z's mom, and the song Smile, and the issue that kept her in the closet. Because I'm assuming that he's 47, we're just going to give her 20 years. So she's about 60. 60 something, 60-ish. Did she have, she was 17? So,
Honey, just Google it.
Pretty much a large portion of her life has been, she's been bound by the opinion of others. Davin wants to break it down into numbers about 50%, genetics, and all of this other stuff, but I'm here to argue that position because I think that once you understand that nobody has that type of control over you, because you are in fear of their opinion and what they're going to think and what they're going to say, because you're seeking love. In the words of Dr. Daniel Black, one of the biggest tragedies in the Black community is self-hate. Once you realize that you love yourself, you would not allow anybody else to keep you in that position of not being free. So you have to really come to the realization that you validate your own self, because you're looking outside of yourself for somebody else to validate you. As long as you know you got God, because God never said I'll leave you. Now you might have these other people that say they're going to leave you or they're going to withhold their love. But he said, Dr. Black, I re-listened to that interview, that the people that are over you, your mama, your daddy, your sister, your brother, your cousin, your aunt, your uncle, grandmama, granddaddy, children, they understand that the position that they play in your life, and they use their position to hold you hostage to do what they want you to do. And he said that you are really being subservient to them. You make these particular people your God.
That's why I said you're fighting against that 50%.
Yeah, but you have to understand that nobody asks you anything, Nikita, before they do anything.
I totally agree.
But they put you in a position that you got to seek approval from them before you do something.
That's why I said that 40 is in your hands. So everything you do have to be intentional. Those intentional activities I was just talking about, that's your religious belief, your personal experiences, your marital status, on and on and on. We got to make the right decision because our ultimate goal is to be happy.
And we put all that weight, and we put all of that. I know some people that did not come out of the closet until their parents died.
Hell, I know some people right now in their 70s right now who still in the closet worried about what their pastor gonna say at church because they don't want to lose their job as whatever. Honey, please.
Yeah.
They're living miserable.
So, I have a great article. On this year's magazine that's coming out. Oh my God, in July. And I can't wait until y'all read that, baby. It woke me up out of my sleep. I promise to God. I got up and I wrote it in 15 minutes. I had already written one. I sent it back to the editor and said, hey, take that one and throw it away and do this one right here. You know, check over for me. So, 15 minutes. And it's right on this side.
Well, the thing about it is we have to figure out how to cope with, right now, the times we're living in, this is a very stressful time, and this paradigm shift that's going on, this enlightenment that's going on, this is a very hectic time. So we have to figure out how to cope with all these things and how to live with all this stuff, because if we don't, you let the woes of society, your families and all the above get you, and this stuff will break you down, and it will keep you in bondage and slavery until you die.
Well, I am so glad that at a young age, I developed an unbothered attitude. And the unbothered attitude, I the Teflon skin. Because I look around, and I don't remember ever anybody asking me my opinion or my permission to live their life. And I was not going to let anybody make me feel like I had to ask for it. If you love me, you love me. If you didn't, get out the way.